Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red Dead Redemption. And this will be a full gameplay walkthrough of the entire game with some side quests and other things on the side. You know, as far as buying stuff at shops and everything like that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment if you want more. And without further ado, let's get to it. We're gonna go single player, of course, and we're gonna go normal for now. And we are going to create a new save and continue. And let me move this sticker. It's a new monitor, so remove the sticker. And we should be getting started here in a few. Of course, I'll be playing through this whole game this fall, so the whole game, the second game this fall, so yeah. This game basically was right at the beginning of the industrial, basically when they industrialized, so you're just seeing assembly line vehicles being developed during this time period, 1911. Edgar Ross, baby, Edgar Ross. You will be seeing him in the second game, definitely. Red Dead Redemption.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other.
We'll be
And who
seeing her
let you
very soon.
worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find
want
it
to speak over the
impossible
dialogue,
to make
so-
the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go to the saloon and check out what's going on there.
Oh, hello. Hey there. Sure you got one of them bird feels much obliged. So wait.
Just getting used to the controls. So here we go.
Mr. Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I like this guy already.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
I don't think so.
All right, let's follow him.
Things aren't what they were.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Ulster.
Come!
Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
The controls of these horses are really excellent. They're excellent. They're perfect. I hope the second one, this fall, works the same or similarly.
Whoa there!
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Gilio, Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Gio! Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Once again, this game is very pretty for a 2010 game.
Yeah. You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Gio, I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
I heard the coyotes in this game are relentless sort of coolers and things like that. Even the snakes.
Listen, mister.
Here we go.
This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
This is Fort Mercer. We came here to
So I
meet
understand.
Bill Williamson.
This is where we part ways, friend.
Confront him.
You
at
have
least.
yourself a good time.
Right, here we go.
Go.
Just looking around real quick.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Oh shit.
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me.
I don't think he knows what that means.
You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Already.
Poor
Already.
kid.
Somebody save us. And here's Bonnie and her father saving us. I believe that's her father. I think so.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland.
Bill Williamson
Miss
is the worst bandit?
Bonnie McFarland.
Well, I guess this day,
Well, you
in
may be right,
1911,
Miss McFarland.
at this time,
I don't know.
after the Dutch
So what were you
gang.
doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right, we're going to see Bonnie. And yeah, just going to explore a little bit.
May not have everything you want, but we do have everything you need.
Nothing much going on. Yeah, we're just... Alright. Now, let's see Bonnie. See what she has to say. And here she is on the porch.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands round here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's
Here's
office.
midnight.
It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
We're just going to check out the ranch.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland. Here!
Hit it. No. Here we go. Here we go.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight.
Yeah, I hit it. Yeah, I hit it the first time, I think.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out.
And
the country is really
repeater,
beautiful at around this time.
That is a repeater. We just acquired.
Come on, then.
Peter
Let's
Carter.
mount up and take a look around.
All right, here we go. Back on movement.
Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Oh yeah, she likes him. She likes him.
Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you? Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use. Nice shooting. That's it. Kill those little vermin. You got one. You're a good shot, Mark. That rabbit didn't stand a chance.
All right, that is it.
Mount back
Yeah,
up.
we tore up
We
those
should check out the rest of the range.
We tore up those rabbits.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
All right, let's go.
Come on!
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals. That's it! Damn coyotes!
Let's go! Come!
Quick! They're going after the chickens! Whoa! Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Yeah, like I said, the Cowboys are... I say Cowboys. Coyotes are pretty aggressive in this game.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Alrighty, here we go.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Alright, so sleeping does always advance time, like it always does in Rockstar games. And here we go. Alright, I believe we're going to go see Bonnie again. We're going to go see her and check out to see what she has to say.
Do not know what is worse in my country. Reyes or Allende?
Stop. No.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, when it gives you that indication, you know, like it always does on Rockstar games, you know, yeah. I'm gonna see that.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
Is that a threat?
We'll see.
Uh-oh, is Bonnie challenging us? Uh-oh.
All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah.
Whoa there. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go.
Go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Come on, boys.
Call yourself a rancher? Are you saving the best for last? Would you like me to slow down? Should I wait for you to catch up? You still think you're gonna win this, don't you? I think you chose the wrong horse, Miss McFarland. Easy. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Let's go. Yeah. How you doing back there?
Wow.
Go.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Let's go.
You're gonna wear that horse out! Giddy up!
Come! Come on! Come on! Let's go!
Yeah!
Easy.
This sure beats milking cows!
Yeah.
Where do you think you're going? Come on, boy!
Come on. Let's go, Miss McFarland!
I'm coming, don't you worry!
Come on, easy.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Don't look back! I'm coming up behind you! Giddy up!
Come on.
Try to keep up, will you? Isn't this jolly? Oh, no you don't! Yeah!
Slow it up now. go.
Come on, boys. That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the Marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
We're gonna see what else she has
Hola.
for us today.
Slow it down, will you?
Con permiso, amigo.
Got the sunshine going through the fence, under the leaves and everything. Boy, it's beautiful in this game. Like a true Western.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
All right, let's get going to, let's go to Armadillo.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How well do you know New Austin?
I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. Last real outlaw country. Where the old ways still hold true. Do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. Do a man right, well, he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong there.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized drivel out of? Those days are long gone, if they were ever here at all. According to Paul, those days were just people shooting each other because they lost a card. We'll be lucky if our ranch survives another 5 years. Businessmen are the new cowboys. You look like a man who's been through the mill.
Thank you.
I mean, you've lived some life. I'm 27 years old and I have rarely left Hennigan's Stead. Although many years ago we did briefly employ a French governess. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
All right, sorry about that. If you heard a tap on that was just a hit on my microphone. That was it. And we're gonna go to the doctor and get some medicine and leave us on her. Here we go.
It's excellent to see you today.
Hello, friend.
And
You
it's
need
free.
something for that gout?
Thank you kindly.
Thank you, sir. All right, now we're gonna go talk to her.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
All right. Now we're gonna take one of the stagecoaches and go back and see.
But
Wait,
raise your heart and give it to the King of Kings.
Yeah, I'm gonna see them. He's over here. Or should I go see Bonnie? I'm trying. Let me think. Yeah, let me go see Bonnie.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here.
He's on something. If it ain't drunk,
The whole world has problems, mister. And I'm here, doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Come on then, Marston. Follow me. Stop lagging back there. Let's get this over with. Come on, Marston. Let's deal with these fools before they cause any more trouble.
There he is. Okay. There he is.
So who we looking for?
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Said I'm wasting a valuable business. Hello there, Black Albert.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. He spotted you. Stay on him, boy.
Come on.
Blue there.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Bridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. He's headed for Pleasant's house. Let's stop so we can get a better look.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him up. Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you.
Where are they all coming from?
Take that feller behind the rock, boy.
You're the victor, the spoil.
I got you, boy. Make the move for that boulder. Look out. There's one behind the outhouse. Take cover behind the outhouse. Be careful, there may be more of them. I'll back you up to hell's back door, Walton. This is probably gonna hurt. This way!
gonna get you. I think...
You ain't gonna win this!
Walt's inside the house. Take him alive if you can.
Walt, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Got him.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, of course, we're gonna loot.
Forgive me, friend.
Alright, just doing some exploring, just seeing what else is out here. One moment. That body, more money. Of course, I already know this. And he just falls over. All right. All right, we're going to go see.
Take it easy, you stupid dog! Come on!
Let's get going. Good thing. We're going to see. Let me check them out. Let's see. We're going to go see Bonnie, I guess. Or, yeah. We're going to go see Bonnie real quick. Let's check. All right. And I will see y'all there. Shot that bird, got that bird. Let me see where it landed. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Yes, I can.
I'll kill you, you mutt!
Skin this animal.
Let's make this quick. Come on! Whoa there!
Lie still. Oh, Lord. This is nasty. Go! This is dirty. This is a messy one. This ain't nice, I know. Come on, let's get this over with.
This shit has started now.
You stink! Sorry about that, old friend.
You saved my life, mister. Here, please take this.
I was just in the right place at the right time. This'll fetch a good price. Oh, what were you eating? Tough one, ain't you? Let's make this quick. Lie still.
Hello to you.
Oh, Lord. This is nasty. That's one. This is dirty.
right, women and cattle.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Done without a horse. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Come on, mount up and move these cattle.
Okay, I'm coming.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows? Whoa there. Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. Careful! You're more of a hindrance than a help. All right, let's see if you
Come!
He's got it! Whoa! Nice job, Mr. Marston!
Herd the cows down the road! Pretend you know what you're doing!
Ain't that hard, is it?
Easy now!
Wait, gang, still a bar. Look at that cowboy.
Come on, you dumb heifers.
Get right at them! Driving this way! Come on, boys!
Whoa there!
How far ahead of us she is.
Let's go!
Nail it down!
Good! Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing!
Load up now.
Leave those stragglers to me! You stay focused on the main herd! Keep sweeping behind them! That way they'll stay together!
Whoa!
You stick with the main herd. I'll round these stragglers up for you.
Come on!
He's just showing off now.
Great, Mr. Marston. They would
Keep going, Mr. Marston.
Good enough.
Easy.
Got it.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Probably save it in the video here.
There we go. That's one. Oh, my pleasure. This'll fetch a good price.
Alright, had to do that now. I'm gonna go save it.
Go!
Had to get them.
Lie still. You stink. This is dirty. Come on.
I'm gonna go save it and get it in the video here. is the end of the video. When we come back next time, we will be going to see Bonnie or the Marshal, most likely Bonnie, just to see what she's up to. And that will be part 2 of Red Dead Redemption. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.